The average American donates 4 to 6 times in their lifetime. You gave 278 units.
Well, I just say thank you, God, for putting all that blood in her that she could share it with the people that needed it, because there's too many people that don't care.
Your first one is from 50 years ago, almost to the day. It was November 19th, 1975.
Yeah.
That was your first donation. What brought you in to donate that first time?
My brother-in-law in New Orleans had been in an accident, and he was needing blood, and my husband went to give blood for him, and Danny Acosta, who was heading the blood center at the time, took his blood, and he says, "You're not giving blood, you need blood." That's when he looked at him and told him. And he said, "You got to go see a doctor, and if you don't go, I'm going to make an appointment for you and bring you." But come to find out, he and 4 of our children have the thalassemia minor, which is an Italian blood disorder, and 4 of them had to have injections. And so they tried me, and they tried this on, and they had a few issues with it. And the lady tried this one, and she says, "Ooh, I like them veins. They jump up and slap you in the face." And so that's, ever since then, I was given. So for a long time, we went to the hospital to do it. And then they built the place right there on 51. So
Wow.
it's just, you know, I got the blood, somebody needs it. And after a while, Lee Crockett was saying, "Have you ever done platelets?" I said, "No, what's platelets?" And she was telling me, and I said, "Well, I'll try it." Only bad thing was at that time it was 2-on deal. And my nose would itch every time, and they'd have to get a tissue and scratch it for me. But, you know, ever since then, I did the platelets.
That 6-gallon donor certificate was based on our records only went back to 1990. And that's
Okay.
because we were in the process of converting all of our old paperwork digitally. And then a big storm came through New Orleans and
yeah.
wiped everything out and destroyed a lot of our records. And we don't have the history from anything before
So that's why
1990.
these are so important to you.
Some of these cards, like this one has 11/19/1975. So this is your first card. 8/30/1982. That looks like where we started where we came up with our name and our logo. Again, this was exciting because it was the first time that I'd really figured this out. The one after it, which was May of 1982. So back then, you were giving every 8 weeks. You're member number 6. You were the 6th donor under our name.
Wow.
At least that's what it looks like to me. Which, again, inspiring, amazing. Because then it gets really
You
exciting.
don't know how close I came to throwing those away.
And you didn't.
I know.
That's what really got me to even pay attention to your cards, was you didn't throw them away.
No, I'm a hoarder, I guess you can say, with some things.
I think you were proud of it.
Yeah, oh, definitely, yes. I mean, I wore my shirts to church, I wore them to the store. You know, if anybody said something, I told them I give blood, why don't you come try it? You know?
And I think and that's part of why I want to talk to you, because I think it's so inspiring.
Yeah.
And again, like I said, you kept this stuff. It was important to you enough so that it was a little bit of a treasure.
Yeah.
And
Big treasure, knowing I was helping children, especially when I went to platelets. That was important.
and I mean, at some point,
Lee Crockett was a big help for that blood center.
Oh yeah?
She was the biggest help, the biggest pusher, you might say, or the dragging them in kind of people, you know.
I heard she used to bake every once in a while.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And-
She had all kind of things in there for us.
On this donor ID, it's got donor records for 2 gallons. And that's where I was able to add things up. Is I realized that from this one on, all of these cards
Or
equaled
gallons.
2 gallons. Every last one of them, 2 gallons. So the 6 gallons that we had records for, and I think it actually got up to 8 or 9 by the time it was done, plus these equals 35 gallon.
These are the only ones, the only places that I gave blood.
Well, you're inspiring me, and I'm going to keep on donating. 35 is such a magical number, and you deserve so much praise.
No, I don't deserve anything. I just thank God I was able to do it, and He kept building the blood.
You visited us 278 times.
Well, that's all. Oh, I went in there a few more than that because I went in there with other people to try to, when they would go, if they didn't want to go.
Right. I mean, it's such an inspiration. I know what got you to donate that first time. What brought you back?
You want to call it a habit or a desire? A desire would sound better. I mean, it's just something I did, I would leave work at Sears and go over there and give blood.
Mm-hmm. It's in you.
Sometimes I had to sit and wait to get my blood back, my body back, calm down some, but I'd leave work and go over there and give blood, It's just something I wanted to do. I mean, I had it, why not?
Yeah.
I didn't have any money to give anybody, but I had some blood God gave me that somebody else needed.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that was the thing. I think Lee Crockett was the puller in there. She just had a way with people, and getting them in there. So,
Well, if this was your calling, it was an important calling.
if you want to call it that, yeah, a heart's desire.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, sometimes I got fussed at for going to get blood. What are you giving them that blood for? They're going to charge somebody for it. I said, if they do, that's up to them. But they've got work involved with giving people blood, and they've got to do something. And so I've got it. I don't need it. Why not give it? And being O negative,
Mm-hmm.
when they told me that, they said, wow, you got some good blood. So anybody can take it, but I can only take O negative.
Right. In the 50 years, I know we always try to give a t-shirt, we always try to give something. Was there anything that really stuck out to you? I mean, you're sharing some of these with us.
Yeah, my bag.
Oh.
But you're getting that too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But my blanket, you're not getting. My husband used it a lot when he'd lay on the sofa to watch television.
These
Yeah.
are wonderful
It's-
blankets. I remember those. I think that was right before Katrina, if I remember
Wait a
correct.
minute, I got two here, and I'm trying to get the good one out of there. Put this one with that other one. It's got that picture you like.
Oh, I mean, that's just brilliant.
You see how big this is?
Uh-huh.
That's why I like it. You can cover. He could cover with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to fold it back. I'm just going to throw it over here since you're not getting it.
Sure. And as a platelet donor, having that keeps you warm as you're donating.
They had little blankets in there that they would use for covering us, especially when, which one is it that's made you cold? The platelets, when they started that.
Mm-hmm.
You'd freeze. You'd freeze. And when they went to the one arm, man, that was the best thing somebody invented.
Do you have any tips for anybody who donates?
Anybody? Well, just continue giving.
Mm-hmm.
Continue giving and just realize that you're not the only one that has blood. God made it, and you got enough there to share. And you never know who's going to need some blood. That they said a while back, blood centers are running low.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to keep that because they haven't learned to make blood yet that they can use. So, and you can't have this one.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you can have it. I don't know who's going to want an old one like that, but now those were worn some, but
Well, these are great.
yeah. But you can see feel the difference in the material.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oops, I messed him up. Put them crossways so it won't roll off of there. There you go.
Yeah, especially a type O donor. We are always in need of those red cells. It
Oh, yeah.
makes such a big difference.
Definitely.
And, you mentioned donating platelets. platelets only have a shelf life of about 5 days.
Yeah.
And finding people that are willing to donate for that hour, 2 hours worth of their time is hard. And you even talked about the 2 arms.
Yes, but when you have a person to give blood, just tell them they better thank God it's 1 arm, because years ago it used to be 2, and you'd sit there for an hour with your arms out and couldn't do anything. and freezing at that with the stuff they put in there. So
It's again, it was your calling,
yeah,
and you know, of the, I mean, you think about it, if every donation can save up to 3 lives, you're looking at touching almost 1,000 people. I don't think there were 1,000 students in my school.
probably not way back then. I mean, even when I was in school, my high school class had, I think, about 85, and I graduated about 17th in that class.
Right.
So
You're talking entire schools of
Yeah.
lives touched.
yeah,
That's, I mean, it can't be expressed enough how important what you did is.
well, I only did it because I had it, you know.
And everybody does.
And God kept putting it in there, and you know, y'all kept sucking it out.
Well, Miss Nancy, I really appreciate it.
And just thank God for Lee Crockett when she was in there, because I mean, she was the go-getter there. When I was going, she was there the whole time when they were on 51 after they left the hospital.
It was eye-opening. It was a fun experience. It's an absolute pleasure of mine to come and hang out with you for a little bit. I think it's the type of story that the world needs to see.